Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, relief is coming for citizens affected by drought.
Minister without portfolio with responsibility for water, Matthew Samuda, during a press briefing today, announced what he described as a suite of measures for citizens, including farmers, for the country's forecaster says will be a prolonged dry period.
And Jamaica Maitland reports.
Another year, another drought. And although it's the hurricane season, the Met Service is warning of hot days ahead.
In the period that we are currently in, going on till next week, we are expecting lots of dryness, mainly over the southern part of the island. And you see that large area of reds and browns that is south of the island, but somewhat impacting on the island of Jamaica. So we are expecting that we will have some amount of rainfall, that it will change the picture somewhat, but that is as we go toward the end of 2025.
Head of the Water Resources Authority, Peter Clark, says streams, wells and springs will be impacted. Although the authority represents minor water systems, it's a major source for hundreds of thousands of customers in rural Jamaica. For its part, the National Water Commission says the Hermitage and Mona dams are at 62% and 50% capacity respectively. For now, there are no scheduled water lock-offs, but the NWC's acting president Garth Jackson did not rule it out.
We are looking at modulating the supplies and actually regulating supplies between discrete supply zones so that we can actually maintain service to all on a daily basis, however reducing the actual output from the facilities. Today we will be recommissioning the Beverly Hills well and the Cavaliers wells.
This, he says, will put an additional 2 million gallons of water in circulation. He further explained that only 44 of the 400 water systems managed by the NWC are currently impacted by the drought. 23 of those systems are currently operating below 50% capacity. Communities in Portland, St. Anne, St. Catherine and Clarendon are mainly affected. In response, the government is allocating $350 million to assist citizens already experiencing drought conditions. Minister without portfolio with responsibility for water, Matthew Samuda.
Those measures will include $250 million, which will be executed by the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, which will see trucking, something I hate to discuss, but trucking that will be directed through members of parliament to the tune of approximately $150 million. It will see further trucking support to the National Water Commission of approximately $50 million to service critical infrastructure and $50 million towards additional tank purchases.
He says the remaining amount will go towards farmers.
We will execute drought mitigation measures for our farmers to the tune of $100 million. That will be shared between water, trucking, drip irrigation systems, and grass purchases. He will speak to that in greater detail later this week.
Jamaica Maitland, TVJ News.